Good morning, everybody. It is a sad day in the Jones household.
We have to turn in our truck
To Ford. It's the Pensacola one. It's the exact same one we went to get the truck from. So the last time we went here, we were picking up the truck. Now we have to turn the truck in for...
I got my bags packed, timeline on track. My winter coat stuck in the closet way back. I won't be needing that. I won't be needing that. I'm ready to fly down 65, hit the coastline in the sunshine. I'm going to find my new high, hit the coastline in the sunshine.
Pensacola, Florida.
Pensacola Beach, too. We are hoping to spend Thanksgiving. Oh, I didn't tell you, it is the Sunday before Thanksgiving. We hope to be able to go to the beach on Thanksgiving. We have never been to the beach on Thanksgiving, so we're looking forward to it.
Yep.
The RV park is also having a, RV park wide?
Like a potluck Thanksgiving thing.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that and hoping to meet some people. My mom lives in New Orleans and she's going to drive over and spend Thanksgiving with us. But yeah, it's Sunday. So far the traffic seems okay, but we're leaving a little before 9. We didn't do much filming in Mississippi because we were just mainly here to see friends and family. But if you do find yourself in Mississippi, the campground we stayed at is Central Mississippi, east of Jackson, in Brandon, Mississippi. We were in Goshen Springs Campground. What'd you think of it?
It was really nice. They have a network of campgrounds, and it was a little bit cheaper, but it was a little bit nicer. It was spacious. The pads, our pad was a double wide pad, just for little old us.
Yeah. And we filmed some of it, so we'll try to put some of that footage in so you can see it, but it was very nice. The sides were very spacious. The internet was kind of hit or miss, and we had AT&T, but it was also across the street from the reservoir, so you could go over and see the sunset each night, which we got to take advantage of some. But so yeah, we're on our way to Florida. I think, according to Garmin, it should take almost 5 hours. We hope we still get there in daylight, especially since daylight savings time went away.
And I think we now qualify as professional full-time RVers because I find myself going 50 miles an hour in a 65 mile an hour zone because the road is really wavy right here and we don't want to turn our inside upside down. Right.
They have Yazoo clay in this part of Mississippi, so it's like up and down, up and down. I mean, when we got to our site at Goshen Springs, the drawer was hanging out. There were a couple other things, but
things that never moved.
Right. We thought Illinois. I got corrected on that. It's not Illinois. It's Illinois. Had the worst roads. No, Mississippi. Central Mississippi does. So, yeah, just be careful when you come through here.
Welcome to Alabama.
Yay! We're in Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. When y'all cross Alabama, do y'all ever have that song in your head?
There's the sign, Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama. Matthew, your turn.
I don't want a copyright strike.
Where the sky is blue. I don't know. I get song lyrics mixed up all the time.
Yeah, she does.
All right, we're at Alabama.
tunnel.
The tunnel that goes from Alabama to Florida, the big Mobile tunnel.
Yeah. Four, three, two, one.
We did it!
Yay.
Made it through the tunnel. So something that's cool that we just found out, our friends are headed to, is it Foley, Alabama?
Yeah.
And they're literally like 10 exits up from us. So it's kind of like we're traveling in a caravan. Not really, but they're like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like, meet us at Buc-ee's, but they might have already passed Buc-ee's. I don't know, but hopefully one day we'll get to caravan. That might be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Do y'all like to caravan or have y'all caravan? Leave us a comment and let us know how that works and goes and stuff. But I think it's kind of exciting that our friend was texting us and sent a picture, and I kind of sent the same picture. There's a reflection, and yeah, they're actually ahead of us. We should have been ahead of them though, but Matthew was a little slow.
I was a little slow this morning. I don't know what the deal was. Usually I'm right on top of things.
I think he was helping me inside too much, so we need to split the duties more in the morning so we can get on the road quicker.
Yeah.
Hey! Are we gonna be stuck at Buc-ee's for a while? Y'all, we are at Buc-ee's and it is a nightmare. We never should have pulled in here, but we got to say hi to our friends.
It's kind of like driving through the state fairgrounds with a trailer attached. That's how busy this is.
Welcome to Florida.
Yay! We made it! We're back in Florida, the state that we started our RV journey.
Arriving at Pensacola RV Park on the left.
Which one is ours? Is it that one?
Yeah, by the premiere.
Oh, 28th, that one. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. It is a sad day in the Jones household
We have to turn in our truck.
to Ford. It's what the Pensacola one is the exact same one we went to get the truck from. So the last time we went here, we were picking up the truck. Now we have to turn the truck in for
It's a 10,000 mile service and it has a recall inspection and they are so far behind. You need to turn it in a few days before they can even get to it.
So they might have it a week, maybe 2 weeks. So because of that, we cleaned everything out of this truck. And you know how you live in your RV? Well, you also have stuff that you keep in your truck. And so we have all of these bags of stuff in our bay right now. So
Yep.
all of our truck is in the RV right now. So, but it's Thanksgiving week and my mom's coming in, so that'll help some. But we don't like being without our truck.
We really love this truck, so it's going to be hard to be without it.
Right.
Oh.
Which way are you gonna take? This one?
I don't know.
This one?
I guess.
We're at the service place. How are you feeling?
I don't want to give up my truck. I think we need to go in and talk to them.
No, they don't open until 7.
Oh, they don't?
Now everybody's sitting in their vehicles.
Oh, okay.
Another public service announcement from BDR. Yes, that is a towel on our floor, if you can see. It is between the sink and the stove. Why is there a towel on the floor? Well, directly above the towel is our max air vent. And yesterday we got in and I opened the vent, but I forgot to turn the fan on. It says it has a rain sensor. Well, it rained last night and I woke up this morning and there was water on the floor, and that's why the towel's here. I cleaned it all up. But I was like, it's got a rain sensor. Why didn't it close? Come to find out, the fan has to be on in order for the rain, for it to sense the rain. So if you're gonna have the vent open, then make sure the fan is going if you're gonna rely on it to close by itself if there might be a chance of rain. We just found that out the hard way. Hey y'all, so you probably saw our video where I had a major Bath & Body Works fail. We were in Branson, they had their fall soap sale, and all I wanted was fall soaps. I love Bath & Body Works soap, but my favorite is fall, and they didn't have any fall that were on that sale that they were having. So I just got an email that said every single soap in the store, no matter what scent it was, is on sale, and it was the Christmas one. So we went in there and they said the maximum you can get was 20, and I'm like, okay, I can do 20, but I held myself to 12 because we live in an RV and I can stash this, just in different nooks and crannies. I still have some room in my pantry. I'm not, against putting soap in the pantry if I have to, but I'm so glad that I got my Bath & Body Works soap, and I am like obsessed with Bath & Body Works. Hey y'all, it's Christmas time, and this is going to be our first Christmas in the RV. And let me show you my Christmas stash. I talked Matthew into letting me get this much Christmas stuff. I have another bag here. Now I'm not sure if I'm done, but this is what I'm starting with. So everything's in a bag. I'm going to start to maybe try to do some tonight and then finish it up tomorrow night and have it done before Thanksgiving. So I will show y'all what the final result is, and we'll see if I wind up getting anything else besides what is in these bags. It is Thanksgiving in the BDR RV, and Matthew is making a broccoli and cheese rice casserole that we are going to be taking to a RV park Thanksgiving meal. It's kind of like a potluck, right? They're providing turkey and other meats, and everybody's bringing like side dishes and desserts, enough to feed like 4 to 6 people. And they're inviting like 62 people from the military.
Yep, young Marines, or I think they're Marines.
She said right out of boot camp. She says they're babies. So we are really looking forward to that. Here we go. The sun is blinding.
I know that.
So it is Black Friday and we are excited because we got our dark horse back.
It's back, y'all.
We dropped him off on Monday and they said you could have him back Friday.
It got its first 10,000 mile service. It got a recall inspection, which it passed with flying colors, but they still did a couple of preventative things, which we appreciate. Replaced a couple of parts that weren't bad, but just in case, they replaced them anyways. So we're pretty happy, and we got it back.
And it was World Ford Pensacola. That's where we bought our truck, and if you need anything done, we highly recommend them. So if you are in the Pensacola area, or you know you're going to be in the Pensacola area and you need some work done, just try to make an appointment. We had made it over a month in advance.
Yeah, if you know you need work done, the key is make an appointment ahead of time, because they get busy. And there is a nationwide mechanic shortage right now. Certified, highly qualified mechanics, so there's shortage, or has been for years. It ain't just a COVID thing. So make an appointment, get your name on the books, get in early.
And also do not be afraid to let them know that you're a traveler too. If you're, you know, not going to be here that long, they try to work with you.
Yeah, they worked with us. They got us through in a good amount of time.
Okay, y'all, this is our site at the Pensacola RV Park. You have a gravel site and a picnic table, which is completely on paved stone. That's really neat. We're on site 28 and we back up to the woods. We have 50 amp. We have water. And then we have sewer, and they have these orange cones out when you back up so you don't run over the sewer. And we're site 28. They also have cable here. And then at the back of the site, there's like a water hose back there that they said you can use to wash your rig and your vehicle. In fact, they encourage you to wash your rig and vehicle. And we still have plenty of room for the truck. Yeah, so plenty of room for your Blackstone as well. They do ask that you not put out your patio rugs, but you don't really need it with this gravel. And then you can just put out like your little rug by your front door. So that's our site here at the Pensacola RV Park. Okay, the RV park is kind of cleared out and you can see all the way to the other loop down there. It has been really busy here, and this is like the Monday after Thanksgiving. Here's our little tree on the table. It's a nice sunny day here in Florida, and we added some Christmas decorations. Not a lot, but just a little. Maybe next year we'll decorate even more. It was our first year, so we were just kind of experimenting with what would fit and things like that. So that's what we have up so far. Well, that's probably the only thing we're gonna add, and then we have some stuff here too. Okay, so we are headed 20 miles away from our RV park on a Friday. Why?
We're even going to another state because we have a water leak. We need a little water inlet for the fresh tank, and I'll be darned if anybody has it around where we're staying. Nobody does. Not even Camping World, not Gander, not anybody. So we're going to Alabama. Well, we got it. The only thing is about the Nautilus system is you don't need this, and this is plastic, so I'm gonna have to try to just break this off because it's totally irrelevant.
And now we get to go to Buc-ee's. We're gonna head one more exit up. We're really close to Buc-ee's, and we love their pulled pork sandwiches.
Oh yeah, that's what's for lunch.
Look, we're getting diesel at Buc-ee's, and it's a decent price.
And then we're getting barbecue.
Pulled pork sandwiches, which is so good.
Darn right.
Got RVs here at the Buc-ee's. Matthew's here at the Buc-ee's. The Dark Horse is here at the Buc-ee's. We won't bring the Lady Bell to Buc-ee's anymore, especially on the weekends.
No, not unless we travel on a Tuesday morning or something.
I think we have footage of that dreadful day. It was so busy.
And we just wanted to meet up with some friends on the road, but all we could do was stop in the aisle until somebody came up who had to get by, and we had to leave. It took like 2 minutes. That's all we got.
Yeah. We're sorry, Joanne and Terry, that we didn't get to spend time with you at Buc-ee's.
Ooh. Alright, I'm not sure if y'all can see this, but look at this. There's water coming down. We got to fix that. It happens when we turn it on to use city inlet to fixtures, meaning the water comes right from the RV park and it goes to our sink, that kind of stuff. This is probably what's faulty. That's what Grand Design said. So we have a new one here that we're going to install. I've never done this, so let's just see what it takes. I gotta turn this water off. I can't get to the back of this, so I need to move this side panel right here. Just moves like a trap door. And now this right here is this right here, and this is what's leaking. So we got to take this off, which means it unscrews at this point as well. All right, so here is our old one. All right, this is our new water inlet, and yes, this part is on the outside of the panel instead of the inside. We put a couple of washers here for security, so you can, not as in burglar security, but to make this so it doesn't, see, it doesn't move around, it doesn't really wiggle at all, which is going to keep everything on the back side of the panel safe and sound. This is our old water inlet. On this side, if you can see, it looks like it's pure white. And now on this side, do you see right there? There's some black to it, poking through. That means it was cracked. The water was coming out there. That's what they said happens to these plastic jobbies.
So, Matthew,
Yes?
you opened up the terrorizing thing that a lot of RVers do not want to open up as this, and you managed to manipulate stuff in there. So how do you feel now that you've already experienced the first time? Are you as nervous to do it a second
Honestly,
time?
No, I'm not. I'm not as nervous because I've opened it up, and if you're scared of something, you should just open it up and look at it if you have a safe way to do that. And now if we can go in here, this is not as scary anymore. I know there's a tool to get these clamps off, and I know you can buy more of this PEX tubing, so if I ever have to fix anything in here, it's just a matter of taking one part off and putting it back on. I'm not as afraid as I once was.
So what is your advice to RV newbies that might have to fix a little leak?
If you have somebody within your grasp who can help you, who has done this before, start there. If you don't, look online, watch a few videos, find somebody who has something similar to yours, and then just dive right in. Pay attention to what you take off, and take it off carefully so you don't break it. And if something's broken, go to the hardware store, go to the RV store, get another one. It's like learning how to build a car. You learn by taking one apart and putting it back together. Now, don't just take your RV apart, but if you got something wrong, do as much research as you can, talk to your friends and neighbors, whoever knows something about it, and then just do it. I mean, what can it hurt? It already doesn't work.
Right.
I am replacing, do you see how this comes out and kind of hangs at an angle? It creates a lot of tension on the outlet, and that's ultimately not good for it. So I've turned off the power. And we got this. This is made to come down at a right angle, so it has less leverage on the outlet. It's less tension on there, and it's supposed to help it over time. Alright. Now, this goes on here. It turns, and then this locks, producing a weather-tight seal, but this ring keeps turning. It doesn't stop, so we got to replace that. And there, it's off. Old one on the ground. new one, they say you'll need some Dawn dishwashing liquid, but I'm going to see, let's see, this is the end that screws on here. Right, see, that screws on pretty well. I just want to try the easy way first and see if this will just pop right on. Huh. That was simple. I like that. Put these two things together, twist and turn. Okay, now this has a good weather tight seal, and this is going to hang down, so that's going to have less leverage on the outlet itself, which is ultimately better for us, so I don't have to replace this outlet for that reason. So when I last left you, I had installed this piece right here into this, and I was pretty proud of myself, and that is until we turned the water on, and it leaked everywhere. Out of the front, it leaked behind the panel, there was water everywhere. It looked like a darn Niagara Falls. And that's because, as good as this piece is, it's brass, it's meant to not break like the old ones did, which were solid plastic. The problem is this was not designed to be used with the piping, the PEX tubing, the way Grand Design has it in the back. If I were to use this, I'd have to replace some stuff in the back so it would fit better and this wouldn't leak. So we, at the last minute, had to rush to the local RV store to get another one like this, which is exactly the one that Grand Design installed. And I got there 5 minutes before they closed, y'all. It was crazy. I was really nervous about the traffic. So we got there, got this. I came back in the dark, and Sean said, well, let's just do this tomorrow. It's dark. How are you going to see? And I thought, nope, I got it. I want to know if it works. I'm going to drive myself crazy. So we installed it, and it works. No drips, no water. It may be plastic, and plastic is not better in this case, except for the fact it's the only part that won't leak. Eventually, maybe we'll replace everything back behind there and get it so it's all metal and none of it's plastic. But for now, we had to have so many adapters and stuff on the back of this just to make it fit into their system that it just wasn't good. So right now, original equipment is the way to go, and we're going to be getting extras so we never go without.
Good morning, everybody. We are still in Pensacola, Florida, and we're on our way to church. Anytime we visit a new place, we try to see if we can visit church physically.
And if you need help finding a church, one thing you can try, if it matters to you what denomination that you go to the church of, then that denomination, the big national organization, should have a website with a list of churches, and you can go from there. If that doesn't matter to you, then I'd suggest just going old-fashioned. Just go to Google and go to Google Maps and type in your address and then hit the near me or nearby button and then say church. And it should give you a marvelous list of churches, how close they are, and from there you can go to their websites, you can see what their doctrinal statements are, what they stand for. Oftentimes, what we really love about the modern age in church is that you can see sermons from their pastors. You can kind of get a sense for the church and see if that's someplace you want to go to worship. And if it really doesn't matter to you which one you go to, just go to Google, type in your location, hit nearby, and go to the first one. But there are so many different ways for you to find a church. If you're very discerning, or if you just want potluck, it's all there.
And also, some campgrounds, the campground you're staying at might have a church, which would be more convenient if you want to meet with fellow believers, but don't want to physically try to find a church campus. Then sometimes the campgrounds will have services, so you just need to check with your campground that you're staying at.
Yeah, I think Paradise Oaks in Bushnell, Florida, we stayed there for a month when we were really, really new. to RVing, and they had church services there.
Yes. Hey y'all, so we are in sunny Florida, and we are fixing to be at, it's Navarre Beach or Navarre Beach. I'm not sure which way it's pronounced, but we're really looking forward to it. We had to go to Gander RV, which is also part of Camping World, and then Navarre was only, what, 5 more minutes down the road, so we want to check it out. I definitely have sand in my shoe.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, look. That's so pretty. Ooh.
Oh, it's back to the white sand beach now.
Yeah. Oh, look how pretty. These birds were about to have a face-off. They were attacking each other.
That's not nice. I'm not going to have time to write all that.
You're slow. Do BDR. Pensacola Beach. Finally. We want to recommend, if you do come, this is our second time here on this trip, to eat at a restaurant called Flounders.
Oh yeah.
They have the biggest fish sandwich we have ever had.
For not much money.
Yeah.
At the time of this filming, it's like $10 and change for a huge fish sandwich on big French bread, lots of fish. You'd be hard pressed to eat the whole thing if you got fries or onion rings or anything to go with it.
And also for an appetizer, try the fried dill pickles.
Yeah.
They were really good.
Yeah. Now they have some more expensive things too, but
yeah,
if you're looking for a budget menu item, I mean, you wouldn't know that that was a budget menu item. It's huge and it's really good.
yes. What else about? And then Crabs is also a good restaurant. Back in almost over a year ago, we ate at Crabs.
Crabs is good, and they have good live music sometimes outside.
I got the fish tacos, which that was good. So,
I think I got fish and chips.
So the Pensacola Beach Pier is behind us, and as of this filming, it's
$2.50.
yeah, $2.50 a person.
And it's really worth going down. It's a really long pier. The view is very good at the end, especially for sunset.
And today is December the
13th, maybe?
yeah, 14th. And
Okay, good enough.
we're wearing short sleeve shirts in Florida.
We get to see the white stuff and it's not cold.
So we only have a few more days here in Pensacola, and then we're going to New Orleans.
Yep, spend some time with family for Christmas.
Yeah, and we'll be there for a couple of weeks, and then we plan to head to Texas. And don't ask us where in Texas, we don't know.
We don't know. We probably wouldn't tell you, but we don't know.
Yeah, so we plan to do the rest of our winter in Texas, and it'll be our first time in Texas as RVers. In fact, when we go back to Louisiana, it'll be our first time in Louisiana as RVers too. So we're gonna get to earn 2 more stickers for our map.
Yep. You know, we love the beach. I know we've done a lot of hiking in mountainous territory and hills and stuff like that, but are you a mountain tribe or a beach tribe? I'm sure you've heard people mention that before. Do you like one or the other, or do you like both? I mean, what's not to like about this? And it's free. It's just nature at its finest. We're going to be here for the sunset. There's Sean.
I have another question. Are y'all sunset people or sunrise people? And who do you think we are? I have to take my shoes off. In the comments, should I take my shoes off?
She wants to know if she should take her shoes off. The feet of BDR, hidden in the sand. Wiggle your toes. There they are. There it goes. You know, just like we saw the water wash away the footprints in the sand or the writing in the sand, it's the same way with being a nomad. That's the way our passions are. We love this place. It is so beautiful. And you catch yourself thinking, man, I could just stay here forever. But then you realize, I wouldn't be happy here forever. I'm happy here now. And I want to come here again. But that's our passion as being nomads, as being full-time RVers. We want to be here, and we want to be there, and we want to be the other place, and we want to be every place. So that's kind of a perfect symbolic representation of what our life is. We get to see a lot of beauty, not just one place.